Hi everyone, here's what's bothering me today. A friend of mine has a rather unsettling story to tell, so I'm gonna let her words on social media speak for this. You guys want to join us in placing bets? Every year there's this one day in the spring where I go outside without a coat in a populated area and get the first catcall / street harassment of the season. Like hearing the first birds of spring. The first douchebag of spring is my Groundhog Day. I'm going to this street without a coat, but I'm going to pick up a prescription for an infection that has made my face look exactly like John Travolta. My partner says the first douchebag of spring will strike, but only cars passing from behind me. I think they may still strike, but only when my mask is on. Place bets here. Winner gets a post-COVID beer and diminished faith in society. So that was the bet. And then here's what she had to say, like, not even an hour later. According to her, she was accosted by what she says was a large man with a heavy Jamaican accent, apparently yelling, "Ho ho, here comes trouble," when passing on the sidewalk. And then a dude in front of her in the line at the pharmacy, who swears that he knows her from this bar that she has never heard of. Two people decided to make untoward comments towards her. And of course she, makes all the sarcastic quips of, yeah, no one can resist this raw sexual energy of her without a coat, wearing a mask, looking, judging by the picture, very, very modest. And yet there were still comments directed to her, unwanted comments by men on the street on the first day of spring as she decided to not wear a coat. This is unfucking acceptable. She's a woman with 3 young kids. What example does that set for all of them? Be they her kids who are boys or her kids who are girls? What kind of example is that when they have to go out with their mother and hear these unprompted and gross comments because she had the audacity to not wear a coat? It's ridiculous. And it really speaks to how utterly exhausting it must be to be a woman. Oh yeah, it's sundress season. It's hot pants season. Like, why are we being weird and creepy about this? Why are we sexualizing my friend on the unofficial first day of douchebag spring because she decided not to wear a coat because it's nice weather outside? This is just, like, really at a loss for words that this is happening. And again, it's not like she's walking around wearing a bikini or a dress. Not that that would even warrant an unprompted comment anyway, but she's just literally wearing a regular outfit. And yet these comments still came towards her. And she is but one woman out of the millions here in Canada. One woman out of the millions on this continent and out of the billions on this planet. This is ridiculous, and it needs to stop. Don't comment on people in the streets. This should be an easy thing, but apparently it's not. And this has to be a, granted, slightly comedic, but also very dark and unsettling tradition, if you want to call it, from my friend. And the fact that this is a tradition that she has to go through every spring is definitely what's bothering me today.